The dried herb versus fresh herb debate has been running in kitchens and cooking advice columns for as long as home cooks have had access to both, and it's usually framed around flavor. Fresh herbs are brighter, more aromatic, more volatile oil forward. Dried herbs are concentrated, earthier, better for long cooking. What the flavor debate tends to skip is the nutritional dimension, which follows a different and somewhat counterintuitive logic, and when vitamin K is specifically the nutrient in question, the comparison becomes more interesting than most people expect. Dried parsley contains roughly 3 times more vitamin K per gram than fresh parsley. On that metric alone, dried wins decisively. The explanation is simple. Dehydration removes water weight while leaving the fat-soluble vitamin K largely intact, concentrating it into a smaller mass. Gram for gram, dried parsley is delivering more vitamin K than fresh. But here's where the comparison gets complicated. A recipe that calls for a tablespoon of fresh parsley does not call for a tablespoon of dried. The standard culinary conversion is roughly 3 parts fresh to 1 part dried, which brings the practical vitamin K delivery of both forms much closer to parity when used in cooking according to conventional ratios. Fresh herbs, despite their lower per gram vitamin K density, carry benefits that dried herbs cannot replicate. Volatile oils, the aromatic compounds responsible for the distinctive bright flavor of fresh basil, cilantro, and parsley, are largely lost during the drying process. These oils are not inert from a health perspective. Many have documented antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant properties. Consuming fresh herbs provides a phytochemical profile that goes beyond what dried can offer, even if the fat-soluble vitamin content is concentrated in the dried form. A practical tension exists for people who want to maximize vitamin K contribution from herbs without always having fresh supply on hand. Fresh herbs perish quickly. A bunch of parsley left in the refrigerator for more than a week typically degrades in flavor and texture, though the fat-soluble vitamin K may be better preserved than its volatile aromatic companions. Freezing fresh herbs in olive oil in ice cube trays is a technique that preserves both the nutritional content and some of the volatile oils by minimizing oxidation, and it creates a convenient cooking-ready format that bridges the gap between fresh and dried in a practical way. The nutritional recommendation that emerges from this comparison is not to choose between dried and fresh, but to use them differently and understand what each delivers. Adding dried herbs early in cooking, where their concentrated flavor disperses through the dish during heat, and finishing with fresh herbs added off heat, where their volatile oils and maximally preserved water-soluble nutrients can contribute without being destroyed. This hybrid approach is both culinarily superior and nutritionally optimal. Neither form is a complete substitute for the other, and treating the fresh versus dried question as a binary misses the value each brings.